Surround yourself with uplifting people. Break up with your sorrows. Don't waste your time, leave your struggles behind and smile. It's your best makeup.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my show, Songs of My Life. My name is Luana Sandoval, and today we're talking about song interpretation. The guest for my show is Andrea Thompson. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to be here. I'm excited.
Nice to meet you. So tell me more about your songwriting journey. How did you get started? What inspired you?
I think my whole life I know a lot of people say that, but I think my whole life I've been, writing. You just don't really notice it until you're a little older and you're like, oh, I'm creative in this way, or, it was like an outlet for me, to get my feelings out. And, I've always had that. Every time I went through an experience in my life, I had to write about it, whether it be like a journal or a poem. I think it started with poems really, but I've always loved singing too. So, as you get older, you start to realize who you are. And so I think that's really, it started with just finding an outlet for my feelings and my emotions, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I think that was always what's got me started throughout my life.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And how did you get started as a singer? Did you cover songs or?
Yes and no. As far as a singer, I grew up near Philadelphia, so I lived near, I was on the border of Philadelphia, New Jersey, so I lived in South Jersey area. It was they had not a whole lot of music. There's tons of music in Philly, don't get me wrong, but where I grew up as a young artist, as someone who's a teenager, I my best friend and I, we decided, back then it was you had the pop singers and the groups and all of that. And I had a friend who shared the same exact interest when we were younger. We were 11, believe it or not. And we were in, I can't remember mentioning this, but we were in a group. We had our own little duet group called Energy. It was ENERGI. And we started it when we were 11 years old. And it's pretty amazing because we took it so far. We just we found something we both loved, and that's how I really got started with singing. It was wow, she can really sing too. And then it was oh, the more we did it, the better we got at it. And we would do cover songs, and we would perform at we got to a point where we were literally performing at all these huge casinos in Atlantic City, on the beach, going to huge competitions and doing, competing to be on sing for the Eagles and the Phillies, and at one point I sang at the 76ers games.
Wow.
So it was you start doing something when you're a kid and it just stays with you. And I realized, this is what I want to do. This is what I love doing. It's something I never gave up. And she's the same way. She still does it. So her name's Kate, by the way. Kate Bradshaw. Hey.
That's wonderful. Are there any videos online of you performing?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Back then, my name was Andrea Hill. But yes, if you want to find some dirt on me, you can look that up. You can find some videos, maybe look up Energy. You might be able to find some interesting things from singing at Caesar's Palace, or we did some fun stuff. So that was cool.
When you cover songs, when you learn a new cover song, do you think it's the song that you wrote, or how do you interpret the song?
When I'm learning a new cover song, it's funny, I'll get the idea of how it may go just slightly, and I purposefully don't listen to it over and over again. And that's due to the fact that I want it to be interpreted my way. And if I listen to someone, over and over again, that's singing it a certain way, you tend to make yourself sing like whoever that artist is, instead of learning who you are and how you would sing it. So I get kind of the idea of the song, and then I take it from there. That's one of those things. A lot of times people will be like, oh, that's a different way, I've never heard that sang that way, but it's just my way of singing it. And I think it helps to take a cover song and make it more a piece of you.
Right.
You know, and then you can really feel that emotion. You can really put your heart into something, because even though you didn't necessarily write it, you can relate to it, or you know someone that can relate to it, and that helps you kind of like separate yourself from, you know, just singing a song with words to singing a song that means something with words, even if you didn't write the song. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you had any acting lessons as well?
Yes.
It's
believe it or not,
Yeah.
I did some movies when I was younger. They were just like independent films, things like that. I'm not gonna drop any names because it's embarrassing. But no, I did. I did a lot of like independent films, like some horror ones. I've had a couple larger roles in learning, you know, like acting in that way. It taught me a lot. You know, picking up those bigger roles have like really helped me with, like, you know, I'm not super nervous on stage or anything like that. It's just, I think that helps me a lot. Yeah, so to answer to your question, yes, in my own way.
That's wonderful. Acting helps a lot for
It does.
singers, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it's also when you're on stage and you don't know how to move or how to, you know, you also have to, you're a storyteller, you have to tell us what's going on in the song and facial expressions.
Yes.
And it's so useful, acting.
Yeah, a lot of times, you know, I noticed when I first started performing, it's really finding the person that looks the most uncomfortable in the crowd that actually helps me, because I tell myself, like, if I can get this person to laugh at me, to look at me, and to understand what I'm singing right now, I did my job.
Yeah.
So like, I think acting helps with that too, like, you know, just learning the different ways to incorporate, like actually grabbing someone from a live audience and putting your skills to the test. Like, how can I look at this person, and what can I do to make this person giggle or laugh, or, you know, so acting helps in a lot of ways for music for me, yeah.
That's wonderful. And when did you move to Nashville, and why?
Oh, okay. I didn't really move here for the reasons that a lot of people think I did. I mean, it did come in, it's definitely useful, you know, coming here to Music City when you're a musician, absolutely. I moved to Nashville when I was 20 years old, which was a while ago. I moved here because my family moved here first. I actually stayed in Philadelphia and South Jersey. I did a charity there, the Christopher Reeve Foundation. Do you remember Superman? Like the old school Superman?
Yes.
Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation, the Paralysis Foundation. I was young, a lot younger. I was 18. My family moved here while I was doing that, and that really, I was like, okay, this is going to be the test. Like, they left me, not on purpose, obviously. They had to go for a job and stuff, but I had to stay to do that. I wrote the song for the Christopher Reeve Foundation. It was called Inspiration, and I performed it on television and did all the fun stuff there with them. And I knew I had to stay because we had to do the event, and all these big things happened for me back then. I was doing a lot back then. So my parents moved here. I stayed for that. I stayed for 2 years for that because they asked me to come back a following year. Yeah, so I stayed. I did a women and children's choir with the song the second year because I didn't want to just perform it by myself. I was like, well, how can we change this up, you know? So I stayed and did that. And then I was like, man, I missed my family. I missed being with them. And I thought, you know, this wouldn't be the worst idea, you know, once all of this has died down a little bit, for me to, you know, jump on a plane and just come be with them here.
One-way ticket.
Yeah, one-way ticket to Nashville. Here I am.
That's wonderful. And
I haven't left.
Yes, and I see you performing, and where can people see you on stage?
Oh, where can they see me on stage? Okay, so my most current and recent, I guess you could say, little shindig I've been doing is the Cat's Meow in Nashville. Have you ever, obviously you've heard of it. I don't know if anyone listening has heard of it, but there are Cat's Meow locations in Vegas. I think the first one was in New Orleans on Bourbon Street. So we have a Cat's Meow location that I sing at with Luana, actually. That's how I know Luana. That's how we know each other. But yes, I am there every Friday, Saturday night. singing, and it's so much fun. It's
Yeah.
like one of those jobs where I'm just like, am I really getting paid to do this right now? Like, you know what I mean? Don't you
Yes.
feel the same way?
It doesn't feel like a job.
It doesn't feel like a job.
Yes.
It really, and that's the best kind of job.
Oh yeah,
It's
totally.
like the absolute best kind
Doing
of job.
what you love, which is singing,
Yes.
performing, getting paid for it.
Absolutely.
Making a living of it. Would you recommend this place to any newcomer artist who is figuring out which songs best fits their voice and putting a set list together and, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I would recommend it for putting a set list together at all. However, I will say that this position that I'm in right now will absolutely help you come out of your shell in ways that you would never imagined. And that's what I mean, you know, when I'm talking about when I see that person that's in the audience that you're just like, okay, what can I do to break this person right now? What can I do, not break them, but make them have a good time. You know, we don't get a lot of people in there just yet because we just opened up, but like when they do come in, they never leave us. They come in and they stay the whole time because they're just like having so much fun. If I can have them have fun with me, it makes me a better performer. It makes me not have the jitters and be, you know, if I can be silly and just roll out of it. If I can mess up and be like, you sing this part, you know, and it's fun. It's such a good time. So yeah, I would absolutely recommend it to any like new singer in Nashville that, not even just new singers, but old singers that have been here for a while that are just like in their prime, like come in there and have a good time with us. Like we have a blast.
Oh yeah, we do have
you
a
know,
blast.
We do.
Totally.
We have so much fun. We'll play games and all that fun stuff, but it will make you learn something about yourself that you had no idea you had in you. You know what I mean? So I see that in you too. Like, I challenge you. I challenge her big time.
We sing together as well, Whitney Houston songs. And
yeah, we do. I'm learning all kinds of harmony I didn't even know I had in me. I love singing harmony with you.
Me too.
We have a blast. So.
Yes, we have a blast.
Yeah, so it's fun.
Are you going to sing a song for us tonight? And what inspired you to write a song?
Okay, so yes, I'm going to sing Johnny's Cash. It's a song that I wrote with my good friend Waylon. He goes by Waylon Longstride. Super talented. He has a beautiful voice. His writing skills are just like up here. Yeah, this song is actually really funny because I had this idea, like, you know, everyone talks about, you know, Johnny Cash and you've got all these things, but no one's ever really written a song called like about Johnny's Cash. It's about a totally different thing. It has a whole bunch of Johnny Cash song titles in it that make the story of the song. And really, it's a long story, but I was in New York City with Waylon. We took a road trip for The Voice. We went out there in a blizzard, believe it or not. Well, we got there before the blizzard started, and we were stuck in the middle of New York City in this horrible blizzard during The Voice. And I'm just like, we had bunk beds, I kid you not. We were like in the middle of like Midtown, like right there, like in the center of everything, just stuck. Couldn't get food, nothing. I mean, it was just this high in snow. It was crazy. But yeah, I was just like, I had mentioned it to him, and we were just laying there in the dark, and he's like on the bottom bunk, and he just sang the first line, and he was like, he said the first line, you know, and it's like, the first line to the song, and I was like, that's the first line of Johnny's Cash. And he was like, absolutely. And then from there, I just ran with it. I couldn't stop. I was like, I have to keep writing. And of course, we were still stuck there. I did make it to the next round when I was there for The Voice. It was like, you know, you get like the red ticket and you move on. It was like, I think it was like season 9. I don't even remember. It was such a long time ago. But yeah, it was cool. It was neat. But that's what inspired the whole song, and we ended up just writing it during that trip. It was fun.
That's amazing.
It was a blast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy word premiere of Andrea's song, Johnny's Cash.
He's buying her love. She's selling him lies. He hears wedding bells. She sees them dollar signs. She's got them green eyes, oh, like money in the bank. His heart, his soul, his love, invested everything. But money burns, burns, burns. His love will turn to ash, 'cause that girl, she don't love Johnny. Oh, she loves Johnny's cash. You gotta give her credit, 'cause he's not just trying to score. He'll walk the line straight down the aisle, and she'll walk right out that door. It all first started with a boy named Sue. She took everything he ever had. He didn't have a clue. Then next on her list, oh, was good old Danny Boy. She met him in a bar in Jackson, played him like a toy. But money burns, burns, burns. His love will turn to ash. 'Cause that girl, she don't love Johnny. Oh, she loves Johnny's cash. You gotta give her credit, 'cause he's not just trying to score. He'll walk the line straight down the aisle, and she'll walk right out that door. Where her soul's as dark as a dungeon, being the devil's right hand, adding to her fool's hall of fame, excluding no type of man. Yeah, they made it to that little white church in town, but right before they tied the knot, Johnny took her by the hand and said, I almost forgot. And dressed like he was headed to a funeral, about to lay her soul to rest, he said, I know you're kind, sweetheart, and this was all just a test. So goodbye, little darling, cried the man in black as his chariot rolled away. You thought you could play me, well, it's all in your mind. It's time for the devil to pay. That money burns, burns, burns. His love sure turned to ash. 'Cause that girl, she didn't love Johnny. Oh, she loved Johnny's cash. You gotta give him credit, 'cause he still got to score. Then he walked the line straight down the aisle, and then he walked right out that door.
That was such a fun song. I mean, Johnny's Cash, it's very original. And all the stories, I mean, with Sue and Jackson.
Boy named Sue and
so
Jackson.
Cool.
I think there's like 12. I think there's 12 Johnny Cash songs.
This
that
is
make it
like
up.
a song for any Johnny Cash fan.
Oh, absolutely.
Totally.
Absolutely. I think it'd be fun.
And especially here in Nashville, everybody is crazy for Johnny Cash.
I know.
Yeah. Have
They
you ever
are.
performed this song live on Broadway?
I played it a couple times during like some songwriters
Oh.
nights. I think I played it Nashville Underground for like a couple contests. I don't know. I can't remember. I played it a couple places. Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't played it enough though. I really haven't. I'm
Yeah.
glad I decided to do that one here today
Yes.
for you guys, because
Okay.
that's one I really like. It's
Cool.
It's fun. It's a fun one.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a break, but stay tuned. There will be another performance. Welcome back. And yes, so I'm gonna sing my song United, which I wrote with Ethan James in New York, and it sounds like a Disney song. So very
can't wait. I'm
contrast
excited.
to your song. But before I'm gonna sing the song, I want to wish you a happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, today is your birthday.
Today's my birthday. I forgot it's my birthday. Happy birthday to me coming in here.
Yes.
This is a great birthday present. I love
It
being here with
is.
you. I'm glad I did it.
Yes, and I'm going to sing a few. I wrote a song, it's called Smile, It's Your Best Makeup, but I rewrote the lyrics. Based on your birthday.
Okay. What? Are you serious? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Congratulations, you're 1 year older. You learned your lessons. And smile, 'cause it's your birthday.
Are you serious?
Look, there's a sash for you.
Oh my goodness, this is the coolest.
Yeah.
No one has ever done something like this. This is the neatest thing I've ever seen. Okay, I'm gonna put this on.
Put this on. Yes, and then there's a star. You can write your wish down.
What?
Yeah.
You are so sweet. I love this. This is great. Where is this from? Oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
I love this.
And then there's, I know you like brownies.
We've gotten to know each other pretty well lately. Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
this is so sweet.
So you can enjoy your brownie while I'm singing.
Oh
and
my goodness.
Do you want to write your wish down right now? And then you have
my
to
goodness.
Yeah,
Okay. I write it on here?
Oh,
I write it on here?
On there, yes.
Oh, okay. This is so neat. I've never seen anything like this before. Okay. I just write it down. And I'm not supposed to show anyone, right?
You're not supposed to show it.
Okay.
Keep it for yourself. Oops.
I got it. Here we go. Okay.
Okay, put
got
it here.
Oh my gosh.
And
What a good idea. This is so cute.
all right, and now.
Okay. All right.
Woo!
Oh, this
Happy
is
birthday.
so sweet. I have the fire alarm doesn't go off. Thank you for not putting as many candles on there as you could have. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. Enjoy your brownie.
I love you so much. Oh, I'm going to enjoy the brownie.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How would it be if you would come tonight? What would you say after this long time has passed? Would you look into my eyes and tell me I missed you? Or would you be ashamed that you let me down? One day we'll be united, 'cause we belong together. All souls are united, and I will love you forever. I was longing to know what you felt for me. I didn't know what love means to me. I never felt this way before, and I was so insecure. My heart began to beat just for you. One day we'll be united, 'cause we belong together. All souls are united, and I will love you forever.
All right, how's the brownie?
Oh my gosh, it's so good.
Delicious?
It's delicious.
Oh, good.
I can't believe you did this. I can't. This is like the sweetest thing ever. I love it. Oh
I'm
my
full of
goodness.
surprises.
Oh, it's so good.
All right. We're coming to the end of this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this show. And if you have any questions regarding music business, songwriting, you can send me an email at info@luanasandoval.com. And thank you, Andrea, for being on this show.
Thank you for
and happy
having
birthday
me.
again. And
Thank
where can people
you.
find you?
Oh, you can find me. I am on Spotify, iTunes, any of your streaming services. I have a song out called Hoedown.
Oh.
It's just a single, one single. You can find me on there. It's Andrea Thompson on Spotify, iTunes, anything.
Awesome.
Anyway.
Make sure you follow Andrea. And maybe somebody wants to co-write with you. And
Absolutely.
yeah, and you're welcome to come back anytime. And I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.
Find the joy.